Hello and welcome to the Paddy Power Battle of the Magazines from the Pokeball studio in London. This is a 7-player winner-take-all shootout for a £14,000 sponsorship package. Let's welcome the players to the studio. First up in seat 1, Tina Walker. She's 37 from Worcester. She's been playing for 4 years. In seat 2, Ronan Mclaughlin. He's 34 from Letterkenny. Just been playing a year. Seat 3 sees Grzegorz Swieboda. I'll call him Greg. He's 48. He's from Poland. He's been playing for 2 years. Seat 4 is John Donnelly. He's 50 from Portmor and he's got 2 years experience. Seat 5, Lars Bushman. He's 40, all the way in from Denmark. He's been playing for 2.5 years. Next up is John Duffy. He's 56. He's from Cork. 5 years, our most experienced player. And finally, Krzysztof Zajac, just 19 from Poland. He's been playing for a year. There's our lovely dealer, Naveen, 4. And finally, the man, the myth, the legend, tournament director, Tom Sambrook. The doctor is in the house. This is the Paddy Power Poker Battle of the Mags. I'm Nick Wealthall. I'll be guiding you through all the action. There are our players, reminding you that it is winner takes all. And if ABBA has taught us anything, it's that that's a good thing. Sadly, it won't be a good thing for 6 of the players. I wonder how they will all adapt to the format. It does make a difference to how you play when you know you are only going to get a prize if you come in first. Some players will probably try and accumulate lots of chips early to give them a big stack. Others may just try and hang on, get to that heads up and hope to get lucky at the end. We'll see how they go. Button is starting in seat 1. Tina has it.
Pass.
And there you can see what our players have. The graphic going dark as they fold their cards.
Pass. Call.
Tina just calling with the ace-queen on the button.
Call. Check.
It's early days. She wants to have a little look and see what happens. The 2 blinds are in. And we'll see a flop.
Ace, A7.
It's not a bad flop for an ace-queen, is it?
Check. Check. Check.
A cheeky check from Tina, luring the boys in.
Total pot, 600. 4, trickle bet.
Well, unfortunately for Tina, neither of the 2 players in the blinds, Ronan or Greg, have anything.
400 to call.
Which, of course, is often the case when you flop trip aces. And she's going to be disappointed.
600.
Pardon?
Brush line.
Thank you.
It's a drink.
Nice start.
Exactly.
Tina's happy enough. Always a nice feeling to get the first pot under the belt.
Not for long now.
Obviously, for these players, it's an unfamiliar setting playing on TV. And that will affect their play. Certainly some of them. We'll see who adjusts the best.
Anyone for a jelly?
No,
thanks.
You want for a jelly?
I wouldn't actually mind a jelly if they're spare. Tina's probably going to have them all. On we go.
Pass. 600. Pass.
Lars is going to come in for a raise.
Hold. Pass.
And he's going to take down the blinds.
That's fine.
I'm in the game.
Yeah, it is always a nice feeling to get that first pot under your belt. Probably doesn't affect the overall result, but look at Lars, happy as a sandboy. What is a sandboy? Serious money on the line here, folks. They are playing for a £14,000 sponsorship package. It'll take them to Ireland, Prague and Copenhagen for EPT events if they're successful. So they all seem quite relaxed, but when it gets down to the serious end of the competition, they probably won't be, because they are playing for a very big prize.
600. Pass.
Lars is going to raise again. Krzysztof perhaps thinking about making a move, is he?
Pass.
He thought about it.
Pass. Call. Pass.
Ronan's going to call from the small blind with 10-8. That's an unconventional play. I wonder if he's got something in mind for the rest of the hand. Winning it, probably. That's probably one of the things he's got in mind. If I know Ronan.
795.
Well, obviously that helps him out.
Check.
Flops the straight draw, decides to check it. Lars is going to continue.
Pass.
And Ronan doesn't want to play. Well, if you're going to play the 10-8, you can't ask for much more than 7-9 on the flop. Not enough for Ronan, and strong play from Lars. That's a couple of hands he's taken down without showing. The others will be wondering whether he has had anything or not. Krzysztof there, only 19 years old. When I was 19, I was playing in a freeze out in Luton.
Pass.
£10 buy-in. He's playing for a £14,000 sponsorship package.
Raise.
I think he wins. He's going to raise with a 10-6. Well, the fearlessness of youth.
1,400.
Raise to 1400. Pass. Pass. Pass.
And it looks like it's going to work as well.
Pass. Pass.
Well, Krzysztof has clearly decided that he's not going to sit around and wait for the blinds to eat up his stack. He's going to make moves and try and build that chip stack in front of him. It's winner takes all. He figures he might as well finish 7th as finish 2nd.
200.
And that's interesting to see. We'll see how it works out for him.
Yeah, I thought it was the same.
Mine says eat my nuts and shit kicker.
Yeah,
I call and phone.
Pass.
Following one.
Pass.
Call.
Call. Pass.
John Duffy in with the 9s, just calling with the 9s. And Ronan again
Raise
calling
two
out the
to
small
100.
blind. He likes to do this.
Pass.
What's that to me then? Another 8, is it?
Another 8.
Oh no, Ronan's actually
Another
raised.
7,
My
sorry.
mistake.
7.
Well, last time he called out the small blind, didn't work out for him. This time he's come in for the raise. Duffy has the better hand and he has position.
10 king.
Well, obviously that flop has helped Ronan's hand, but it'll also scare him a little bit.
Check.
They both check. We know that if Ronan had followed up and bet, he would have won it. Well, there we are. There's his money card. It's the straight with the straight flush draw.
Check.
Cheeky little check.
Check.
John's not biting. I'm trying to count the number of ways that Ronan's won this hand, and it's 9. He's won it 9 ways. 3 tens, a straight, nearly a flush, nearly a royal flush. Well, Ronan raised before the flop, so John should be thinking, I beat nothing. I certainly don't beat Ronan's 5 winning hands. And he does take it down, does Ronan. Nice pot for him. Qualified through Poker Europa and doing them proud so far. We did actually want to make this an actual battle of the mags. People hitting each other with magazines in a big jelly pit. However, due to the health and safety problems with staples in retinas, that kind of deal, we couldn't do that. So we're playing poker instead.
Pass.
Winner takes all, £14,000 up for grabs. And it's a reasonably cagey game at the moment.
I raised. All in.
All in.
First all in.
Krzysztof's all in with the 7s in the blinds.
Steve to be noticed.
6 6. Another 6.
Perfectly reasonable move with a pocket pair, and he doesn't need to show his hand. He will have a last lingering look at it.
He learned 2-7-3 from Captain.
Pass.
Another pocket pair for John Duffy. And this time he's going to come in with a raise. Perhaps regretted not raising with the 9s last time.
Raise to 1800.
This is minimum 2,000.
Minimum 2,000. Oh, sorry. Double blind.
You said
It's blind.
it's not double the blind, is it? Or is
It's
it?
the size of the glass, so it's
Oh, okay, I'm going mad, sorry.
Naveen is going mad.
2000.
I think we're straight now. Just clarifying the minimum raise he could make. 1,000 is the big blind, so 2,000 will be the raise.
Pass.
And the other John Donnelly, is going to play the ace-5 suited out the big blind for another 1,000. Battle of the Johns. Who's best John? That has a very different meaning
Thank you.
on the streets of Philadelphia. We won't worry about that. John Duffy with the edge here. He's got the best hand, and he's going to have position after the flop as well. Let's see if the other John can find an ace. There it is.
4, 2, ace.
Nasty for Mr. Duffy.
All in. 5,500.
Well, John Donnelly immediately moves all in when he sees the ace.
He hasn't called you yet.
5,800.
And that gives John Duffy a bit of a problem. Because he might figure, if John Donnelly did have the ace, wouldn't he wait for me to bet? So you could forgive John Duffy calling this.
I like standing, John. I mean, yes. I mean, yes, John.
I can't understand
Something about standing or something.
Have you an ace, John?
Have you?
That was...
I don't think you have, you know.
He doesn't think he has.
I don't think you have any ace, you know.
I'll give John Duffy, and you at home a tip. If a player stands up or they walk away from the table or anything like that, they are always strong. Always. They're never bluffing. So John Donnelly thinks he's got the best hand here. He's right, as it happens.
If you have an ace, I'm beaten. If you have no ace, I'll be beaten.
Nasty spot here for John. What would you do at home? I mean, you can see the cards. You're making it easy for yourselves. Pretend you couldn't see the cards.
I'll have to call you, John. All in. 4-4. I have an ace. I'll get up.
Well, tough break for John Duffy. He had way the best hand going into the flop. His opponent played it in an unusual way, just moving in when he saw the ace. That made it hard to induce the call from John Duffy. Looking for that miracle jack, it doesn't come, and we lose John Duffy in 7th place. Unlucky.
Last time I was a pair of jacks. I was low on chips. The flop was ace something. So it was only beside the head. There was only 2 of us left. So he went all in, and I called him. If he hadn't an ace, I had it won. So I mean, I had to take a stand at some time as I was getting low. So I did, and he had an ace. And I got blown out. I enjoyed it. It was tremendous, a great day, you know, absolutely fabulous. You know.
John's heading back to Cork, taking his gummy bears with him. He's our 7th place finisher. There's the leaderboard. Our early pace setter, Ronan Mclaughlin, followed by Tina and John Donnelly, who knocked out John Duffy. But it's anyone's game. Remember, this is a winner-takes-all shootout for a £14,000 prize.